This video is an introduction to the NDIS. The National Disability Insurance Scheme, also called the NDIS, is the new way of providing support to Australians with disability, their families and carers. The NDIS will provide all Australians under the age of 65 who have a permanent and significant disability with the reasonable and necessary supports they need to enjoy an ordinary life. The NDIS will help people with disability achieve their goals, including independence, community involvement, education, employment, and health and well-being. As an insurance scheme, the NDIS takes a lifetime approach, investing in people with disability early on to improve their outcomes later in life. The NDIS also provides people with disability, their families and carers with information and referrals to existing support services in the community. By 2019, the NDIS will support about 460,000 Australians with disability. Why do we need the NDIS? People with disability have the same right as other Australians to decide their best interests and to have choice and control over their lives. The NDIS recognises that everyone's needs and goals are different. The NDIS provides people with individualised support and the flexibility to manage their supports to help them achieve their goals and enjoy an ordinary life. The NDIS replaces a disability system that was unfair and inefficient with a new national system that is world-leading, equitable and sustainable. This provides certainty and consistency for people with disability, their families and carers. Australians will now have peace of mind that if their child or loved one is born with or acquires a significant disability that is likely to be with them for life, they will get the support they need when they need it. Can I access the NDIS? To become an NDIS participant, a person must have a permanent disability that significantly affects their ability to take part in everyday activities, be aged less than 65 when they first enter the NDIS, be an Australian citizen or hold a permanent visa or a protected special category visa, and live in Australia where the NDIS is available. The NDIS is being introduced gradually around Australia from the 1st of July 2016. Can I still receive support if I do not meet the access requirements for the NDIS? You can still receive advice from the NDIS. The NDIS will also connect people with disability, their families and carers, including people who are not NDIS participants, to disability and mainstream supports in their community. To find out more about information, links and referrals to community and mainstream support services, visit www.ndis.gov.au or call 1800 800 110. When will the NDIS be available in my area? The NDIS began in a number of trial sites around Australia from July 2013. From 1 July 2016, the NDIS will be rolled out gradually around the rest of Australia. The NDIS is being introduced in stages to ensure it is successful and sustainable. People will enter the NDIS differently depending on where they live and the type of support they currently receive. In some states and territories, the NDIS will be rolled out by area, while in others, people will enter by age groups. To find out when the NDIS is coming to your area, visit www.ndis.gov.au or call 1800 800 110. Why an insurance scheme? As an insurance scheme, the NDIS takes a lifetime approach, providing lifetime support where needed and investing in people with disability early on to improve their outcomes later in life. What is an NDIS provider? NDIS providers are individuals or organisations that deliver a support service or product to NDIS participants. Each NDIS participant has their own plan that lists the goals they want to achieve and the supports the NDIS will fund to help them do this. The participant then chooses which provider to purchase supports from. To find out how to register as an NDIS provider, visit www.ndis.gov.au/provider. What is the National Disability Insurance Agency, NDIA? The NDIA is the independent Commonwealth agency responsible for implementing the NDIS. NDIA. The NDIA helps empower and inform people with disability to be confident consumers, while also providing service providers with clarity and transparency so they can grow their business and respond to need. Provides information and referrals, links to services and activities, individualised plans and, where necessary, funded supports to people over a lifetime. Raises community awareness and encourages greater inclusion and access for people with disability to mainstream services, community activities and other government initiatives. For more information about this video, please contact the NDIS. Visit the NDIS website, ndis.gov.au, phone 1800 800 110, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m, Australian Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Friday. For people with hearing or speech loss, phone TTY on 1800 555 677 or speak and listen on 1800 555 727. For people who need help with English, phone the Translating and Interpreting Service, TIS, on 131 450. Follow us on Twitter at NDIS. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/NDIS AUS.